Drummond Island, day 2, doing some of the trails. We didn't really run the big tracks over here. Welcome to Drummond Island, day 2, doing some of the trails on the north central side of the island. We are still on the lake. It was a rainy morning, and we're gonna go do some of the trails we didn't do yesterday. We did Marblehead, the steps over there, the Jeep Badge of Honor, and we did Connor's Hole and the Log Jam yesterday, but today we're gonna do some of the ones that we have left. We aren't gonna make the tank traps, which is honestly no big deal to me because they're kind of a pain from what I hear. So we gotta take down the awning, then we're gonna get going and cut over those trails, hit those trails, and then tonight we're staying at State Park in northern Michigan, try and cut the drive home tomorrow down a little bit. So it's a little cold, rainy, but we'll make do, go check out those trails. This is pretty rocky. All right, yeah, so to get over to the trails we didn't do yesterday, we had to cut back through on the forest road that had, or forest trail, I guess, ORV trail that has Connor's Hole on it. And now we're over here. Looks like we found our cutover to get over to the twisty trails. And this is the first time we've seen one of these. We didn't even see them going over to Marblehead. But you do need ORV stickers from Michigan. They are good for a year and they're like 25 bucks. We got the trail one too. We don't know what the difference is, but for $10 more you can get the trail sticker and the ORV sticker license. But it looks like this trail cuts over to Twisties. Here is the license stickers. That's for the trail system. I don't know what the difference is between that, but you definitely need the ORV one to go on these. But like I said, you can order them online and they're not expensive. So we still got a decent amount of trail work to do today, but it should still be fun. So here we go. Oh, this is cool right here. We are basically just driving through the pond. This is basically Connor's hole.
Nuts. Oh, worse than Connor's.
Watch your wheels on the log to the left. And then it looks like it ends right here. That was wild, awesome. That was really cool.
I don't think this is a trail.
Oh, it's a trail. I am going to mark it as a water crossing though. Whoa, check this out. We gotta stop and look at this real quick. We just stumbled across this old log cabin build in the middle of the Twist Trail. It's got some trees hanging on it. What do you think? Prime real estate? It's nice and mossy. It's missing a roof though, huh? Pretty cool. It's always fun finding stuff like this. And apparently Bob and Susie were here in 2002, and maybe they were part of the Illuminati, who knows? But I don't know, I feel like it could have bigger square footage, but pretty cool. We're still next to that log cabin. He also found what looks like a bit of a property line stone wall. How about that? So I have no idea what this used to be, but someone at some point in time had a nice little setup here. If anyone knows anything about this cabin, drop it in the comments. For those of you that are from the area or have looked it up, pretty interesting. Okay, so we're still at the cabin, but here's a tip for you. If you've never used Maprika, grab Maprika and pre-download the Drummond map, because there's no cell signal up here. I had tried to guess where the track was on Gaia. So on my Gaia guess, it seemed like we were still going towards the kind of left-hand turn to go north. But when I pulled up Maprika to double check, it looks like we should have taken that left a little ways back to head north. But you know, no big deal. We had our happy little mistake to find the log cabin, and we're gonna do some 3-point turns and head back towards where we're supposed to be and then go north again. That would explain why there was too little maintenance on these trees right here. No one comes down here. Oh, here's some fun. Okay, we reached a spot that has like a little mini tank trap. And I'm doing some recon to see where it goes. If this is a Y in the trail, or if there's an alternate route over there, maybe this is a aggressive route. But I'm gonna walk it first before we get in here. I know this definitely isn't something that the Forerunner is gonna do, but I'm not sure if I want to go in here or not, so we're gonna go check it out. Oh, good thing I got muck boots on. Whew. Holy smokes. Okay, so that one rock is kind of big, and then we'll go see. This can't be. Let's see how deep this is. There's 3 different lines, full bypass. There's even some mini tank traps over here. There's a little mini one here, and then there's a deeper one right over here. So let's see how deep that one is. Oh, it's muddy though. It's not deep, but it's muddy. Oh, shoot. That's got like a foot of silt at the bottom. Even though it's not deep, it's no good. Oh, yeah, it's like 12 inches of mud on that. Okay, luckily Steve walked a little bit further up, so we saw some more tank traps with a bypass.
I don't know if the bypass is going to work either.
Oh, that has a hard bottom. Let's see. Is that an XJ? I think it's an XJ.
They didn't make it.
They didn't make it.
No.
Holy smokes. Oh, this is definitely an XJ. Because I know who took the door off of this to drag their axle-less.
Yeah.
So it's definitely an XJ. That's funny. That's not terrible. All right, we're doing an official trail hike, I guess, because we're not going to go through there. Yeah, you're back into the 1 foot sludge. This isn't great, but we do have a chainsaw, so we can make it smaller.
Yeah.
Let's see how far this goes, I guess. That could be cut. Like how many sections are there like this? Let's see. I don't think so, man. I think up there it all funnels back into one.
Yeah, even this doesn't look too promising.
Man, this was not as... I did not see anything like this as advertised. Man. Yeah, that looks like it's just too much. Crap, we're gonna have to go all the way back. You know, if we had more time, so we have to try and get down to northern Michigan, and we still want to go do like 2 more trails, so we're just gonna cut our losses and head back and go see if the other trails are more manageable. There are some halfway decent lines for someone with 35s and some decent tires, but there's 3 of us and we're heavy, so we're not gonna mess with this. That's a bummer. That means I hate turning around on trails. So okay, here we go. Turn around, head back, find another trail. Okay, so we got back to this beginning of where the twist trail started, and now we're, well, hey, now we're back on the trail that had the pond crossing on it, because that nice forest road is not on any maps, so we don't know where it connects, and we're sort of like, we have like two more hours we can spend here before we got to head back to North Michigan. And it's like this trail system today, we thought yesterday was going to be the hard day with Marblehead, but Marblehead was not hard. It's these trails on this side, I mean, at least Twisties so far, that seem to be much harder. So we're making our way back to the intersection that we turned down on near the pond, and then we're going to head over towards the Walker's Trail, and then maybe Moo's Nemesis if we have time. But we're really kind of in a time pinch now because it took us so long to backtrack. That's what it is, though. We're still having fun. It's just not the fun we thought we were gonna have. Oh, gotta do this turn right here. Oh, hey, there's some trees. And back on the trail. So, heading back to the intersection that we turned in here on, do some easier trails to get west, do the Walker Trail, and then kind of play it by ear from there. And if we don't have enough time, we gotta air up and start heading back to North Michigan. So we're going there now. Here we go. Wow. Up here, but I think we can get by. No high lift?
It won't work because there's nothing to grab it to. I just picked it up with my winch and it peeled it
Rip
right
that
off.
right off.
A little rusty back there. If you have a floor jack,
I have a bottle jack.
yeah.
You want to
Just
try
a-
a bottle jack?
Yeah, just enough to pick the tire up. We left ours on the porch.
I don't. At least someone will use my brand new bottle jack.
Yeah.
So what happened? Is it?
We aired down and we there's a tube in here, so we just don't air down with
water and
tubes.
I said, man, something's
Oh,
making a weird noise.
Don't
okay.
air down with tubes.
There you go.
She was actually closer to Caledonia, you know where that's at? Over by Buffalo, I think.
Where?
Caledonia?
Just put it
Yeah, it's actually a little bit closer to Rochester, but yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
Western New York. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nuts, please.
Nice.
We aired
All
down
fixed
too
up.
much.
Okay.
We just shouldn't air down. Nah.
All right, so we helped out those people. And we're back on the trail, making our progress west. Trying to get over to the Walker Trail, and then from there, we'll see how much time we have to do anything else. But here we go. I think this is a choose your own adventure. Yeah, the easier line is to the left. I'm just gonna have to do it like a normal person. Let me consult my map and see which way we're supposed to go. Let me go a little bit further, Andy. Why don't you stay here? I'll scout it and then let you guys come up. I don't know, I think we should be going left through that water. So if you guys want to get out, we should stick check it. I think that's where we need to go. Towards the side, maybe. All right, let me see what's over here. Oh man, maybe we do have to go that other way. Oh, we reached a pretty confusing section. As you can see, there's like 8 billion lines over here and a big water bog that I just went through, but it turns out there's a very easy trail that goes the other way. So once again, caught a surprise by Drummond. This is on the Walker Trail. So I'm gonna back up, head back across the bog, and we're gonna take the easy road, see if where it heads. We're actually running out of time too, so at this point we're just trying to get out of here so we can air up and head to the northern part of Michigan. But here we go with this. I bumped my bottom, so take it slow and you'll slide over it. Yeah, so okay, here's one of the main forest roads. So this is a safe way back. So basically it's a bailout on that one section, and the section I saw is the rest of the trail, but I am a-okay with being with here with you guys, so no problem. Okay, so the Walker Trail has that one crazy section in the middle that we were just stuck at, trying to figure out where to go. And the line was to go the way that I originally went and go through the trenches to get up to the other side of the trail. I don't know what's beyond that. It looked like it went back to being a normal trail. But that little middle section is bananas. So be aware, it's marked as an intermediate trail, but it has some really ruddy, muddy stuff that I could have done, but we were like iffy on the Forerunner, and you know, just be aware of that. Because if you start from the other side, I don't know if there's a bailout to this forest road, but we're on the main forest road. It is 2-something o'clock. We still have to leave the peninsula. We have to air up, take the ferry and all this other stuff and get to a state park in northern Michigan. So we're gonna hightail it in 2 high on this dirt road, get to pavement, air up, hit the ferry, grab some more gas and get going. So pretty wild so far, but at this point we're just trying to get out of the forest, so we're gonna go do that now. Okay, we made it. It's a state park campground, but it's also 2 hours closer to home, so it'll be worth it in the morning. But you can see how close all the sites are. The only good thing we have going for us is we are right next to the water. We do get our own fire pit table and stuff. Steve and Andy are close by, but so is everybody else. But it's all about convenience, so we're doing some steaks and stuff and then hanging out. It should be pretty fun. There we go. Steak on a lake. Oh, what an awful morning packing up in the cold and rain, all the wet gear. Ugh. But we didn't eat breakfast or anything. We just packed up and headed out, trying to get home by mid-afternoon. Long drive ahead of us, but you know, when you wrap up the Drummond Island trip, just kind of know what you're getting into. We sort of did, and we're totally cool with what happened. Like even having to stop on some trails and turn around. Like we had a 4Runner with us. It has a lift. It has good tires, but there's just some stuff in that forest you got to know where it is. And those red trails, about 90-95% of them are doable, and then there's 1-5% that you might not be able to get through if you have the wrong vehicle in your group or your vehicle's not set up for it. So it's such a good island. I would love to go back when and if I find the time, and I definitely recommend it. Marblehead was great, the views were great, there's camping in the forest everywhere on the island, so I definitely recommend it. Just if you go, two things: if you want to do some hardcore wheeling, trailer up so that way you can hit all those hard things as much as you want, and if you break you can just trailer it back. And if you aren't going to trailer like we didn't, play it smart, know who's in your group. If you have a bunch of lifted Jeeps with good tires, you can do a lot of stuff there, and you can help each other out and get each other out. Try not to break anything. If you have some other vehicles that are good on most of the trails but not the dangerous stuff, that's when you might have a little bit of trouble making it all the way through the trails like we did. So just keep that in mind. It's such a great trip though. Having Steve and Andy here was great, and I can't go on these trips alone because you need someone else with you for recovery and everything like that. So I appreciate those guys coming along, and we had a great time. And outside of a little bit of rain here or there that we weren't expecting, and a lot of rain this morning that we definitely weren't expecting, it was a great trip. So that's the Drummond Island trip. If you missed part one with Marblehead and the steps. I have that linked below in the description. Otherwise, if you like the video, hit thumbs up and subscribe. See ya.